Hey guys, welcome to the Together for Good podcast, your guide into the real and inspired marriage and life adventure that you never knew was possible. I'm Meredith Osterhaus, the daughter of your hosts, Dan and Melodie Griffin. Mom and Dad's teaching, stories, and experiences with lots of laughing mixed in will move you to make your marriage last, all while making a difference in the world around you. Are you ready? Here we go!
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back to Together for Good podcast. We're glad if you're watching us, if you're listening to us. In fact, we've had a lot of people recently joining us, listening. And we're just thrilled to death, whatever medium you're using today to watch us. And we pray that this will be an encouragement to you.
You got it.
Maybe even a little bit of entertainment.
Well, today, we're still in our series, Attract or Attack. Which
are.
way it goes with the personalities in marriage. And so
depends on the day.
That's exactly right. Today has been one of those days.
Yes,
so
we haven't attacked each other, but life has attacked us today. Am I right?
Thankfully, we didn't get after each other.
We didn't. We attracted.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it's a cool
leaning
growth.
Leaning in.
Yeah, because really, when you're in a super stress, you kind of lean one way or the other. And there's been plenty of times that when we're under stress, we attack each other. We take it out on each other. We take it out on the ones that we're closest to. Not a cool move.
Just a fact, though.
And when we can lean into each other and receive comfort from each other and help from each other, it's really cool.
Give each other what the other needs.
Yep.
Hey, talk about our friends at 1230 Media.
Oh,
one of our
my
great
goodness.
sponsors here for Together
you
for
guys,
Good.
we just love the folks at 1230 Media. In fact, I'm looking at their website right now here on my
1230
laptop.
and Media.
1230.media.
Media. There you go.
And if you go to their website, there is a tab that on the right hand side that says training. You pull it down and you can click on podcasts. They have two excellent podcasts, especially if you're in ministry, but you might find them interesting otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them, love the title, and it's all about, it's called Making Sunday Happen. How great is that? The Making Sunday Happen podcast. It's all about what it takes to put together a weekend worship experience.
But there's a lot of different people that Carl, Steve, others with the 1230 team interview that you'll just find interesting.
Yeah, you'll recognize their names
and
the people, and I mean they bring in some amazing guests.
Yeah.
And then the other one is called the Youth Room. Our two good friends, Trevor and Stal, as we affectionately call him. Everybody affectionately calls him that. They put this on the Youth Room podcast. It's highly entertaining, but very, very
Practical.
helpful.
Really practical. So
we would
check
suggest
those out.
that you go to the Facebook page even for 1230
That's right.
Media. A lot of good stuff on there that I think you'll like. So check them out.
And those
They're good
podcasts
friends.
usually pop up there too. So
They do.
hey, let me transition us into what we're talking about, Attract or Attack. And just a quick refresher. There are four primary personalities that we've been working with. If you're familiar with the DISC model, if you're familiar with the old Hippocrates model, and there's matter of fact, this week I just came across this online, one that uses birds.
Birds. Caw! Caw!
Crow is not one of them, thankfully.
Darn.
Yeah, be careful. Jonathan's going to start chiming in. They describe the thinker as an owl, the director as an eagle, the relator as a dove, and the socializer as a peacock. I mean, but is that not really? Does that give you the right word?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So there's so many different models with this, but
That's a pretty good one, though.
yeah, I like it.
Pretty accurate.
It gives you a good visualization.
It does.
So the thinker, they're more task focused. They're more reserved. They're more. They keep their cards closer to the vest. It must be flawless would be their theme song. The director, task focused, but they're more direct. They don't mind you seeing their cards. It must be finished is their theme song. The relator, like the thinker, they are more reserved, closer to the vest, but they are more people focused. It must be friendly. And then with the socializer, it must be fun because they're going to let you see all their cards even if you don't want to see them. And they're super engaged with people. So
It's true.
But today we're focusing on the relator. And one of the things I want to make sure you understand what we're targeting here. This isn't just about you understanding who you are. This is understanding who you are in regards to how do I engage other people and their temperament and their personality to give them what they need.
True.
Tony Alessandro calls it the platinum rule.
Oh, yeah.
We go by the golden rule, right?
Right.
Do unto others the way
as you would have them do unto you.
That's right. Well,
right.
See, what if they don't want it the way I want it?
Right.
Right. So you're going to lean into who they are and give it to them the way that they need it. So you could do unto others the way they want to be done unto.
That's so good.
Yeah. So today's the relator. And since we have, if you look it up in the dictionary, you'll find Melodie's picture there. What is the relator? We've already talked about it must be friendly. So Melodie, walk us through.
All right,
what does a relator look like?
Let me tell you some things about me. I am comforting. I cannot stand it if someone's hurting. Can't stand it. Want to help. A lot of mercy in me. So a relator is comforting. A relator is sort of the same thing, kind of not. A relator is compassionate. We don't have to try to care about things. We just do. It's just knee-jerk.
Melodie has a gift of seeing people.
Absolutely.
Would be a good way of saying it.
Absolutely. And people are people. People are not objects. People are like, I feel more things than I wish I felt sometimes. Like it's kind of a blessing and a curse. So a relator is comforting, compassionate. A relator can be steady. You usually can kind of guess what you're going to get from a relator. This is one that I get about myself a lot. Relaxed. When I'm in a high stress situation, I have sometimes, but I rarely yell. I typically keep it together.
Even Melodie's yelling is not yelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's interesting.
Having been on the other side of that, I can neither confirm nor deny, but be that as it may.
Yeah. But relaxed. And the funny thing about me being relaxed is it is a compliment and it's a cut down. Meaning,
there's sometimes you need to be. There are some
people. Yeah, there are some people that are like, "Oh man, it's so nice to be around Melodie because she's chill."
Let me give you an example. Happened tonight. We had an episode with Abby. Abby has an iPhone, and unfortunately, Abby, let's just say her fine motor skills are not her great strength.
Right.
So
because of her cerebral palsy,
more clumsy, and so therefore she has to always have the case on her iPhone, or it's going to be broken. It's just a fact.
It has happened.
So Abby was like, no, I don't want to put my case on it. She was just walking upstairs. What was Melodie doing? Chill. And here I am.
It's going to work out.
Yeah, and here I am over there. I'm like, am I the only one seeing this? And I'm like, no, she didn't. We told her no. I mean, Melodie says, no, baby, you can't do that. No, that's not okay. So.
And I planned to go up there and address it, but a lot slower than you
But
did.
It wasn't on my time frame.
Right. Because it must be finished. As a director, it must be finished.
Correct. Right?
So, and by finished, I mean now.
And I wasn't saying that in a cut down, like you were saying before, but it was just one of those things of,
But people that are relaxed like me and chill like me, there's times you're like, man, I just love being with Melodie. She's so chill. Then there are other times like, Melodie, chop, can we get to this? So
you have a pulse.
Yeah, right. I know. Some relators can be set in their ways. I think life has jerked this out of me a little bit more, where I am a lot more
open to change,
change averse. Sometimes relators can be. Yes, I have been change averse our whole marriage, but I think it's gotten a little better with time because
thankfully she hasn't wanted to change from me yet. Keep going.
This one has not changed, and I don't ever anticipate it changing. Conflict averse.
Yeah.
Conflict. I'm conflicted right now just saying the word conflict. Conflict literally hurts me. Like it makes everything hurt. It makes my RPMs go up. Like I run from it like the plague. Dan walks toward it.
But you are learning more and more all the time how to have those difficult conversations.
Absolutely, because I can now see them in a positive light.
That's right.
I don't love the conflict, but you know what I love? I love the good results. I love honoring people well.
That's
Sometimes to honor somebody well, you have to have conflict.
That's really buying into the people focus piece of that temperament, and it allows you to go where you need to go with that. Yeah. Yep.
So that's a little bit about what a relator is like. There are other facets of it as well, but that kind of gives you a feel for now, remember, maybe you are a relator or you're married to one.
Yeah. Remember, Melodie, just like the rest of us, nobody is a pure anything.
Right.
So as we talk about how the relator engages with the socializer, See, this is not as difficult for Melodie because Melodie would be a socializing relator. She's primarily a relator, but she's got the socializer as well. So this one isn't really a challenge for her. But if you're a super off the chart relator,
right,
this can be a challenge. If you're going to be a relator engaging the socializer, don't be shy. You can't beat around the bush. You got to tell them what you're needing them to hear. You can't.
And you may have to tell them several times.
You act like you know what you're talking about.
Peacock's a little busy with the feathers.
So don't be shy. Secondly, pick up the pace. Remember, the socializer, their RPMs tend to be a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
So again, this isn't that your pace is wrong. This is that in order to better communicate with that socializer, pick up the pace.
Yeah.
It will help them be able to land what you're trying to.
I love that. I think that's
there.
great.
Yeah.
Great advice.
How about the socializer to the director?
Socializer to the director. Give it to them in some bullet points. I say this from experience.
Don't tell me about the pain. Just show me the baby. It just,
my goodness.
Let's get, just get straight to the point. I need to know.
Does this tell you anything about how my 3 childbirth experiences went? I'm just saying.
They were all C-sections.
Yeah, they were. The first one wasn't planned. Second 2 were planned. I was like, we're not doing that again that way. Get me straight to the epidural. I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Second piece with the relator to the director.
Talk about this one.
Directors want to know, without being cruel here or rude.
Yeah.
Why are you telling me this?
No, for real. Like.
Why are you telling me this?
You've learned not to say it that way.
Yeah.
You used to say it that way.
Yeah.
But now, what I understand that you're saying to me is, first of all, Melodie, I don't want to respond incorrectly here because I've done it before. You wanted me just to listen, and I tried to fix it, or vice versa. You came to me for a solution, and I didn't offer you one. So how do I know what you want,
so
Melodie?
what do you want? What do you need? And and that's not a thing of trying to be a jerk.
Right.
But it's. Again, to the point. So there are times, listen, if you tell me, Dan, I just need you to listen. Great. I'm good. I'm okay with that. I'll have an opinion.
It's still a little bit of a struggle.
I'll have an opinion.
That's right.
I'll have an opinion.
Yes, you will.
But it helps me understand, okay, I don't have to solve a problem here. So it puts on a different context.
Right. I love that.
It's a big deal to get that right. What about the relator to the thinker? Again, they are very connected as it relates to, they tend to hold their cards closer to the vest.
Right.
But the thinker is obviously more task focused, where the relator is more people focused.
Right. So one of the things you and I were talking about is that it's good for a relator to be pragmatic. Mm-hmm. Unfold that a little bit for us.
Being pragmatic has to do with how's this going to work out? Play this all the way to the end. Right. So how does this actually work in a world where we have to, pay bills every month? Okay. So, how does it fit into that context? A world where we got to get the kids to school at a certain time, those types of things.
Right.
So how does it fit within that context?
Right.
The other piece of it be practical. Remember that thinkers, owls, they like all the fine print, the facts, the figures,
the data,
the data. So be practical. How do I give me what I need in order so I can make a decision so that I can move on with the rest of my life?
That's good. And don't be put out with the fact that they want that and that they need that. That is exactly how they're wired.
They're not doing this. Any of these, they're not doing this to bother you. They're not doing this to annoy you.
Right.
This is who they are. This is the way they're wired. This is why I love it. This is what they need. This isn't just what they want. It's what they need. So as I lean into that, and by the way, it's a challenge. I don't care which temperament you are. We've already talked about the director and the socializer. So it doesn't matter which one. They all present challenges to really make that come alive so that you can effectively communicate with those people that you love, because it's just too important. So Yeah, so there's the relator.
That's
Hey,
good.
let's close our time today. We've been talking about the upcoming marriage adventure that we are really excited about.
So excited.
April 24th through the 26th. It's a Friday evening through Sunday around lunchtime or so.
Yeah, 2 nights.
Yep, 2 nights. We're staying at a bed and breakfast that's about an hour,
Gorgeous.
about 45 minutes north of Columbia, South Carolina. It is a very small venue, so you need to act quickly. All right.
We did that intentionally.
That's
We wanted
exactly
it to
right.
be intimate. We want you to feel that personal touch, that personal connection. There will be a lot of those.
Yep.
So
the marriage adventure weekend, the price per couple is $424. Now I need to explain this. $424, the same as the date. That was
April
Melodie's
24th.
idea. So
aren't you glad we did?
everything is included
Aren't
with
you glad
that.
we didn't do it August? No, there's no August 88. October 10th.
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper.
That'll be
do it
next
April.
year. Yeah. Hey, that is an all-included number. A lot of marriage conferences that you look at, it doesn't include the hotel. It doesn't include any of your food.
We've been there.
And it's actually the price that you'll see will be for each person. I've never known why
That's ridiculous.
you would price
I know.
a marriage conference per person.
Right.
But anyway.
If we did,
Yeah.
ours would be 212.
That's
Oh,
right.
I just mathed. Yes, I did.
That's just math. Wow. The only thing that does not include is dinner on Saturday night. We're going to send you out on a date with your spouse. So you'll be on your own for dinner that night. And that way there's a lot of variety you can go to, anywhere from,
Bojangles.
I would say Zesto's,
Oh,
Splurge.
yes.
Zesto's chicken, by the way. If you're
Man,
from the
that's good
area,
chicken.
that is the chicken.
Like, I would not be mad about that.
No, I mean, by the way, I like me some Bojangles too, so I'm
Yeah,
not
me
hating
too.
on Bojangles.
I
But
do too. Maybe this Weight Watchers is getting old.
oh, it
I'm
is
so
the
hungry.
truth.
You hungry? I'm so hungry. Let's go now.
go now,
Come
yeah.
on. See y'all.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that the 424 doesn't include. All your meals, hotel. It includes all of the programming. We got some special things that we're going to some, if you will, some amenities that we're going to
Oh, I know.
put
It's
us
gonna be
into
great.
it.
It's going to be
That'll
great.
really make it a special weekend. So
And here's what we ask you to do. We just ask you to pray about it and say,
Yeah.
God, is this us? Is this for us? Even if you look at the price and you go, oh, I don't, just no threat. Just ask
so
God.
it's not too late to give this as a Christmas gift for your spouse.
I love that
Yeah.
so much.
So here's what you need to
Don't
do.
tell anybody, guys. I'm giving it to Dan.
Here's what you need. Here's what we need. We need you to send an email to us. We are together for good at gmail.com. We are together for good at gmail.com. Send us an email. Get your name on the waiting list. There'll be a small deposit to hold your spot.
Do it. There's not
But
a waiting list yet.
we need to start. That's right.
There will be.
We need to start the conversation. So go ahead and let us know. So all that said,
April 24th.
attack or attract. You get a choice.
Yes, you do.
Make sure you're attracting and not attacking. One of the ways to attract is lean into your spouse based on the way that God has wired them and their personality. So I hope that you'll lean in real tight, love your spouse well by giving them what they need on that journey to be together for good.
So this week's show may be over, but the work has just begun. Be sure to check out the great resources and references mentioned in today's show in the show notes at wearetogetherforgood.com/podcast. It is also super easy to subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. Hey, if this podcast has been an encouragement to you in your marriage and life journey, please let the people in your world know. Help us spread the word about the Together for Good adventure by following us on our Facebook and Instagram pages. This would go a long way to help get the word out. Don't forget to check out our website, wearetogetherforgood.com, for free resources, archived podcast episodes, and other ways you can experience a life and marriage that is together for good.